Hey, all, good morning. Just wanted to do a quick analysis. So it's the 13th of December. So we've had the confirmation that Conservatives are going to be the ones running Parliament for us. So just a little rundown. There was some excitement in the room over in the live room group. So I sort of took about 110 pips in the end from trading the election. Um, and I'm currently about to get a fill on another order. Look, essentially, it's very much a speculative trade. So, you know, we know that, the UK is contributing a lot of money into the Eurozone every month. So it goes to say, from a logical viewpoint, that, you know, if the UK stop doing that, then of course the eurozone is going to be receiving a lot less money, and in theory, the UK could be better off by said amount of money. Um, Now, with the elections, of course, we were really looking out for a Conservative win. The reason being, we're pretty confident that would had the Conservatives won, which obviously they have, then that's going to make sure the Brexit happens a lot faster. So, of course, as these elections have gone on, the more sort of the more that we've speculated or seen that the Conservatives will win. Of course, the pound strengthened. So that was the basis for me wanting to trade the euro pound to the downside. So it's very much it kind of started off as a bit of a scalp. Um, the actual there was two trades I did actually. So long story short, two scalps on the euro pound. I saw a little bit of a news snippet um, showing a little bit of a potential Labour lead in a couple of the sort of counties. So I did a little scalp, but then that was quickly dismissed. So I just got out straight away. You can see, I mean, I opened up the trade at 8:30. It was down. I took that trade off. You know, relatively soon afterwards. It wasn't a particularly long trade. So with that in mind, I saw some more news snippets come out that really cemented that Conservatives were going to get this. So all I did was, I opened up an order. I just shorted the thing at market. So, you know, it was that simple, really. Leverage wise, I think I was doing about 5 or 6 to 1 or something like that, if I remember rightly. But yeah, essentially, I just rid that down overnight. As soon as I saw the news, we had the kind of the pre or post voting polls that came out that kind of showed a conservative significant lead. So I just left that going overnight to do its thing. And I woke up this morning and just took profits. So that was it, really. So the best way to describe what I did is very much a speculative trade based on the Conservatives winning, which means Brexit goes through. That means more money for the UK, less money for the Eurozone. So, that's as simple as the process went on it for me. So I just shorted it as at market value and got up this morning and kind of took the profits. So we've got a bit of a pullback now going on. That'll be people just short covering. So, like I did this morning, I closed the trade. Lots of people are going to be doing that, and that's going to push price up. But I do expect people are going to be riding this again. So in terms of the setup I've posted in the room today, if we have a look at what I've done, essentially I've just drawn a Fibonacci over the overall movement down following the election, and we've got a little confluence at the 38% retracement level. You can see that there. So we're quite close to a daily pivot there. So that's quite a nice little level for me. I always tend to trade the 38 or the 23%, depending on various factors like support and resistance. Confluence, all that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm looking to trade that then. So I've got a short order in 0.83649. Now, in terms of my take profit, I'll be looking at the 0% retracement as a bit of a take profit target. So 0.82771. So we'll stick that in. .82771. And the other one, or the other level, is the stop loss. Stop loss is a bit of an interesting one. So for anybody who's new to the service, I use a dynamic stop loss. So I'll have an initial stop, which is quite a big one, just out of the way. But then that stop loss is moved according to various parameters, such as, news coming out. Essentially, the higher the risk to the trade, the smaller the stop loss gets. So yeah, anybody who's kind of with the service, you need to make sure you go through the Trading Academy videos that will outline that dynamic stop loss management, because that's very important. You can't just put a big stop loss in a trade and then hope for the best. You've got to make sure you're managing that dynamically, and staying in sync with what the markets are doing. So that's pretty much it. So for me, obviously short bias on the euro pound. I've got another order set up. I'm going to leave that live for probably the greater part of today. If it's not triggered come 2-3 o'clock UK time, I'll just close that down and or cancel the order, and then just start the weekend early and celebrate. So in terms of what's going on with the room, obviously December's quite quiet usually for traders worldwide. So rather than have the usual daily analysis, we're really kind of reacting to anything that's happening in the markets, as opposed to analysing everything every day. So anybody who's in the service, just make sure you've joined the Telegram room, which you can do that via the live trading terminal anyway. There's a link at the bottom of the page, and whenever anything happens, so if I take a trade, or if there's an analysis, or even if there's nothing going on, there's going to be an alert going through that live room. So that's your best port of call to make sure you don't miss any action. So really, obviously, it's great having the trading terminal where you get your daily analysis, and you kind of get the trade setups and market sentiment. But the true edge is really being in that group over in the Telegram room. It's where all the trade alerts get sent. It's where you've got a trading community of people sharing their trades. That's where the real help comes through for you as a trader. So make sure you do follow that. And like I say, throughout the December month, it's going to be a bit quieter. But of course, you're going to find out whenever anything's happening just via those live alerts in Telegram. Don't forget as well, guys, if you do pre-order the scalping course, you can get 3 months free access to this service as well. So it's a pretty good time to be jumping on board. Okay, so any questions, just feel free to post a comment on the YouTube video, or any members. I am still in the room every day, so give me a shout if I can be of assistance. Cheers.